You put the money in first, and then you press the button, and then the ticket comes out over there, and then for change you twist the knob. This restaurant is called Shoukiya, and it's a restaurant that I've been meaning to actually make a video about for years because it is my favorite Tonkotsu Shoyu Ramen in Japan currently. Now I'm not getting a Tonkotsu Shoyu, I'm getting a mazemen. When he was making this meal, I tested a few of the prototypes and gave my opinion on them. I quite like this because I helped create what this is. Shoukiya is out in Kawasaki City. It's about 30 minutes outside of Shibuya on the den-en-toshi line. And it is absolutely worth trekking out of the city for. Not just because everything that's awesome in Japan is outside of Tokyo. That's part of it. This is really some of the best Tonkotsu Shoyu Ramen you will ever have. Is it the best in Japan? I'm not going to be an arrogant bastard like all those other YouTubers and say it is the best. I can never eat all of them and therefore tell you it is the best. But thus far, I have not had anything better. They're going to be eating what I suggest you guys eat, and I'm going to be having the mazemen. This is Tonkotsu Shoyu Ramen.
Yeah.
So it's a tonkotsu base, pig bone, basically pigs stewed until it melts, the bones melt.
Wow.
And then shoyu added to add roundness to the flavor.
Right. What is shoyu?
Shoyu, oh sorry, soy sauce.
Yeah, it's fantastic, man. It's really, really good.
What do you like about it? Specifics?
The broth's different to the one I'm used to. I don't know how to put it, man. It's just, I guess, more rich. Slightly more fatty. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I guess the same. It's slightly more fatty. The noodles are a bit firmer than I'm used to. It's quite good. I think I'm ruined now.
Yeah. Can't go back.
No, I can't go back.
That's interesting. They've stuck to shoyu so far, so it's my first experience with something that isn't soy sauce based. It's really creamy and makes
Well, its base is still tonkotsu, so it's still pork bone based. The shoyu is just an added flavor to that. So it's not a soy sauce base. Those are generally clearer and browner.
Yeah, that's what we're used to.
Yeah.
It's very yummy. I like the pork and the eggs was just done perfect.
Cool. It's just such a great bowl. It's perfectly balanced. I think that's what makes a tier 1 bowl in general, is the balance. It's not just the fact that each individual ingredient is of a high quality. It's the fact that they're all high quality. They all come together just perfectly to make that bowl just right. The chashu here is nice. It's not over salted, it's not over cured, but it's still soft and it's still tender. The seaweed just adds that extra texture, but it doesn't add any extra fishiness to the bowl. The eggs, as she said, are just perfect. The insides are perfectly creamy without being runny. The flavor is right without being too strong and too harsh. Nothing overpowers in the bowl. Everything just comes together in a balance, and I think that is the signature Shoukiya flavor, is the fact that everything comes together, and you know, the fact that spinach in the bowl does that. The spinach sort of cuts away at some of the flavor and it brings your tongue back. You know, when he made the bowl, when he was conceptualizing the bowl, because like I said with the mazemen, I went through the process of how he creates a meal. He obviously did that before when he came together with his ramen, and so I know the amount of thought and planning and how much trial and error went into this bowl. So you know that he perfected it to the flavor that he wanted it to be. It is a master's bowl of ramen. And I can't stress that enough. It is made by a ramen master to his exacting standards. And so that is why I love this place. That is why it's absolutely worth the 30-minute trip outside of Shibuya to have. Basically, yeah.
あれですね。食べやすい感じで、もう飽きない感じで、ね、濃すぎず、薄すぎず、こういいラインをいってると思うので、まあ外国人の方はじめ、日本人の方、まあそれ以外の方、それ以外の方はいないかみんな親しめる味だと思います。食い来てね。
It's extremely creamy, but it's a healthy kind of creamy. It's nothing like a tonkotsu, it's nothing like a miso, it's just good. And even though this is the standard soup, so it's not all that rich, it does kind of feel rich because of the milkiness of the soy milk.